Tan Sri Hilmi bahawa PN Penang ada membincangkan cadangan CIQ kompleks ini. Maksudnya sebagai pengurusi Penang, dia tak tahu ada kumpulan kecil dalam BN Penang membuat cadangan ini. Itu urusan dalaman Barisan Nasional yang saya tak berapa minat, tetapi ini menunjukkan bahawa cadangan CIQ patwa, cadangan free port status sampai sekarang masih menjadi cadangan saja. Sedangkan yang lebih kritikal, privatisation of Penang Port adalah satu isu yang patut mereka memberi perhatian untuk hentikan privatisation ini. Sebab kalau diprivatiskan, tak perlulah cakap free port, tak perlu kata CIQ sebab PPSB pun sudah hilang kuasa, mungkin Hilmi pun tak jadi pengurusi. Yang menentukan dasar bagi Penang Port adalah Tan Sri Syed Mokhtar punya company Seaport Terminal Sdn Berhad. Apakah pemimpin BN ini lebih berminat untuk mencakap idea-idea tentang free port, tentang CIQ kompleks, sedangkan dalam hadapan mereka adalah satu ancaman yang amat besar. Penang Port will be privatized and we will lose control of the port. Itulah mengapa kita nak cadangkan, kita invite Tencangnya untuk bersama-sama berusaha menyelamatkan Penang Port. Tetapi beliau lebih shock bincang tentang perkara yang mungkin tengoklah bila boleh kalau barisan menang kita boleh buat. Jangan ingat Barisan Nasional pun kerajaan sekarang di Penang. Kerajaan Persekutuan. Di Penang ada dua kerajaan sekarang. Satu kerajaan pusat, satu kerajaan negeri. Dan perkara port ini, however, pusat. Kalau nak buat sekarang boleh buat. Jangan nak tunggu bila sampai bila. So ini cuma saya rasa permainan politik yang tidak seharusnya menyebabkan mereka menyeleweng dari satu fokus utama, iaitu privatisation of Penang Port. Come back and focus on this issue. If you can protect Penang Port, maybe after that you still can pursue other proposals. But if you lose control of Penang Port, there's no point for you to talk about all these proposals. Itu pandangan daripada kami lah.
Untuk menjadikan Penang Freeport ni adalah satu untuk mengalihkan perhatian rakyat.
Bukan, saya rasa mereka apa tujuan pun kembali kepada satu isu yang penting, yang kita akan hilang Penang Port kalau diswastakan. Yang lain-lain isu you boleh nak mainkan, mainlah tak apa. Sebab musim pun sudah dekat. Tetapi dalam musim yang sama jangan mengabaikan tanggungjawab kita terhadap satu perkara yang amat penting kepada ekonomi negeri Pulau Pinang.
But why do you think that the CIQ proposal is workable? Because they claim that is the CIQ will build on a reclaimed land.
Hilmi will also doesn't know his own future in the Penang Port. After privatization, you think he will still be the chairman?
No, but when we talk about the reclamation proposal, which is under
the new
state
owner will decide, isn't it, what to do?
You mean the new state government?
No, the new owner of the port.
Oh, you mean after the privatization?
Isn't it? They will decide what to do with it.
But the state government, the reclamation things are under jurisdiction.
The reclamation
of state.
is also long-standing, but they have not. A lot of hundreds of acres of land have been identified, even with the PORR project, also all but until now not done.
So the thing is, it is not workable lah.
Not to say not workable. I think we should focus on the attention on saving the port from dropping into private hand. Then the private company will decide what they want to do, and we say that they will turn this into a feeder port. That means. Secondary lah, not that important to because he would want to make sure that Tanjung Pelepas will be a success, and Penang Port will just play a secondary role to do some transshipment and all that, no? Not as a hub. So whatever cadangan, I think we can wait lah. Afterward, they just submitted the proposal 2 weeks ago. I don't know whether the PM has the time to look at it, but this is already on the verge of inking the agreement, for the privatization. So which one is more critical now, more urgent now?
Lagi apa cara kerajaan negeri ini boleh buat untuk menyelamatkan Penang Port selain Zengo 2010 hantar surat? Ada cara-cara lain tak untuk Chow Kon Yeow ajak Tan Sri Syed untuk
Cara lain itu equity kita menawarkan untuk milik. Bukankah ini cadangan yang terpenting sekali? Tosa kata lain-lain. This is the equity yang akan menentukan arah tuju sesebuah syarikat. Siapa menjadi pemilik, siapa yang menentukan nasib, kan? Itu perkara yang pokok, dan kita address perkara yang pokok. Equity, we offer to buy the equity. We are addressing the core issue. Pemilikan adalah core issue. Kalau kita hilang pemilikan, tak dosa kata apa-apa cadangan lagi, kan? Misalnya dalam Pulau Jerejak, walaupun PDC ada 49% pun tak ada kuasa. Pemilikan itu amat penting. UDA yang memiliki 51, dia akan menentukan dasar syarikat itu. So in this case, we say pemilikan port itu adalah isu pokok yang harus ditangani. That's why we make an offer to buy over the share.
Fact number 2, decision to choose Syed Mokhtar's company was endorsed by the cabinet on 25. These are your sources, or has it been officially announced?
Nobody challenged us yet. Yesterday's statement, we said that we have what? New evidence. You look at yesterday's statement, we said we have new evidence. That means we have additional evidence. But they did not challenge us yet on this. If challenged, we have to produce our evidence.
Maybe you say that you want Tan Sri Syed to stop talking about.
No, he can talk whatever he like,
Focus priority.
but don't run away from this subject. Don't run away from this subject. Maklumlah, sekarang musim pilihan raya, you can talk anything you like, but don't run away from this important matter.
But what if we translate this into very simplified matter for the people of Penang? That is to say that the free port is just a dream.
I didn't say lah.
The issue of
I'm
the
not
privatization.
at this moment. My focus is to stop the privatization and to resolve the ownership issue. After that, you can talk about very good ideas how to further develop the port.
So that is to say that the privatization has to be stopped before we can proceed with.
If you lose ownership, we have no say in the port. Then what else do you want to do?
But the land will still belong to the state. The land is the operations that is a concessionaire that they are given. Depending
on the, of course, in the past when they took over, I'm sure there are a lot of agreements signed, which I'm not privy to all that lah. No, how many acres of land they are supposed to reclaim and all that. But they have only I think not. They have done some reclamation lah, because if not, then the current port is also expanded already. So there is definitely a role for Penang Port, as we said yesterday, as a hub for the Andaman Sea, Bay of Bengal area. It is a very strategic location of the Penang Port. We should do more to further enhance our position as a hub, and not to be a feeder port when Syed Mokhtar take over the port. He may even, if you look out the window, you can see the huge crane. If it is a feeder port, we don't need all this crane. They may take this crane to Tanjung Pelepas. The big crane that you see now, the new crane, the Mega Max crane. 7 of them, I think you can see it from here, from this window. at the Penang
You
Port.
think that these two issues related on Freeport and privatization? Because according to BN, these two is different issue. Even last night, King Chang says it's a different concept because Freeport is for the whole zone for Penang. So Penang Port is just for the port.
Penang Port involve an area. If the ownership is not with you, what area you want to talk about? The Penang Port, the port belongs to the company. So if the under the new ownership, I don't want to do anything about it, what can you do? If it's still under federal government, yes, you can. MOF can say, okay, I agree, I set aside some portion to be a free port, whatever free port means that. But if the ownership falls into a seaport terminal, then who is to determine the usage?